Start the recording. Alright, the recording has officially started. Welcome to the gardens, Kilarian. The place where you were basically told to never come because you have a bounty on your head. Yet here you are in the Petal Falls, which is very close to where a childhood home used to reside. And where many things happened when you were a child. I'm going to have you roll just a straight d20.
Okay.
This is going to dictate
Starting off good.
the memory of which you are going to have from coming here.
Ooh.
19.
Okay. The moment you start looking around, and you can feel your heart just pounding. And for a moment in the back of your head, you feel that memory bubble up from the very back of your family with a picnic basket. Ooh. Of your family with a picnic basket. Your mom with a very large blanket over her hands as she holds them like this, as a light spring breeze goes through the foresty kind of like petals in front of you. You running ahead with your brother, you tripping him. And a little bit further on, you see the other family your family was very close with, that your mother was very close with 3 younger kids and a mom and a servant with them, as their father would never attend such a thing. You can hear off in the distance of, Key! Key! Hi! Hi, Key! Hi! And you can see the familiar nod of a larger, older sibling, and then behind him, another crossed arms looking towards the ocean. And you can hear in the back your mom yelling, "Slow down, Kiarian! We don't want you messing up your dress. Please, just this once. Do that for me." And then you're back in the petal fields. Standing right next to Noctis and Asa. Asa breathing out slowly. Leaning down, picking up a flower, and just staring at it. This is his first official experience with a flower.
Key, where are we?
Are we in, Clover Cove somewhere?
I don't remember seeing flowers in Clover Cove.
Well, you're right, but Asa just is looking over at you, and Asa's gonna do an insight. Where the I'm sorry, your DM is not ready for this and does not have Asa's character sheet up.
Hang on. While you're doing that, I need to be right back for a second.
Yep, do what you need. 13. Oh yeah, he has a +7 on that. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. He's looking at you, trying to get a gauge on your expression. How is she feeling right now? Or is she trying to hide it? She can try to hide it and do deception.
I think she... I don't think she'd try to hide it. But I think she wouldn't want it to be obvious. You know.
Roll a deception for me.
Hang on. It's my deception. It's only a 10.
Yeah, so Asa can read right through you. He's studying you. You went through a lot of heavy shit the past legitimately a day ago. Like,
Yep.
you're rattled, and now you're here.
She'll wait for Sam.
Yeah. I know, I'm just like... You have your AC back, though?
Thankfully.
Good.
It was nice, though, because we kind of got lucky, because the first day that it went out, Saturday, we had all day without it on Saturday, and it was like 90 degrees. But the next day, on Sunday, it was only like 60-something.
Oh, wow. Good.
All day. So it was nice.
So you guys weren't just raining buckets.
Yeah, thank God. So, try to this is giving me time to get into the emotional side of what Key's mind is at.
Oh, I guess I can continue on with writing my other monologue. Because I don't know if it will be needed or not.
Oh God, I actually am still very unsure of what she's gonna do.
Yeah. You basically have access to Noctis's dad, Theresa, and Ari all in one location right now.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, you guys still have one more day until you guys have to get back.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is day 3.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Oh, you're back.
Hang on, I'm gonna finish the sentence.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
All right.
You good?
Yes. Hello? Okay. That was weird. It was gone. All right. So, Key, you're not doing very well. Asa noticed. He's kind of giving you a look. Key, where are we?
I took us to the gardens.
Is this flower? He's like eyeing Key, trying to get her to relax for a moment. Sweetheart? Key? Breathe. He's gonna put on his hood, kind of bundle up, pull down his sleeves a little bit.
Yeah, maybe we should get out of the open.
He's gonna look around. Yeah. He kind of motions kind of behind you guys to where like a tree line is and kind of goes over there, but he's trying like desperately not to like step on these flowers. He's kind of like he's never seen them before. He doesn't know what they are.
Noctis is gonna kind of put his hand on Key's arm and like gently nudge her to come with them. Like, come on, let's get you out of here.
She's gonna follow, but she's kind of just like stoic, like.
He's gonna pick one of the flowers as they walk, and he's just gonna stick it in her hair.
This used to be one of my favorite places.
I can see why. It's gorgeous.
Why do you look so sad?
I guess just it's hard to have memories come back when I don't have I used to come here with my family. I tried for a year to not necessarily forget, but move on, or not hurt. But it feels like the more time that goes by, instead of forgetting, it's like I'm remembering more, and memories are coming back that I don't necessarily want to forget, but they just make me sad.
I think maybe it's good to still hold on to those memories. It's what you have left of them, and you should cherish them, even if they make you sad.
Things like that is what formed us. So remembering the good is in fact good for you to do. It's good to remember who you were before everything happened. It's good to remember the faces that formed you. Don't ever feel like you need to push those aside. Because without them, you wouldn't be you, Key. Us. Alright. Is anyone you want to check in on, or should we just try the dagger once more?
I mean,
Do you want to check on Ari?
Who?
she's my best friend. And yes, I do. But I'm scared to do it.
Why?
Because I don't know who's watching me.
You can be vague.
True.
I don't know.
Honestly, anyone could be watching us at any time. We can't always be stepping on our toes everywhere we go. If you feel like you need to do something, you need to do it.
I want to see her. I want to make sure she's okay. I mean, the last I heard, they had to leave their home.
Alright, do you know where they were?
I mean, we're kind of close to where they were heading, I guess, but I just don't know exactly where.
You can always
But I
message her.
could message her, yeah.
Alright.
Okay. She's gonna.
Mm-hmm.
While she goes to message, Noctis is gonna pick up a couple more flowers and stick them in Asa's hair too.
He's just gonna sit there and like lets it happen. He's like, none of these are poisonous, right?
I have no idea.
Great.
Ari. It's me. I'm not too far from you right now. I think. Can you tell me where you are?
Is that the end?
Yeah.
Yay! Oh my god! Okay, Mama and I are in Din Village. We are in the house that has all of these, like, yellow flowers out front. They're super pretty. It looks a little bit run down outside, but you remember our old secret code for our nut code? Yeah, just use that on the door, and then I'll answer. And then, I can't believe you're here!
Okay. I'll see you soon.
Okay!
Okay, and I think I know where she is.
Alright, so, how far is that, do you know? Make a nature check.
Nature?
Nature. Walking through your hometown, through the things.
18.
Oh yeah, it's gonna take probably about 2 hours on foot.
Not too bad.
Especially
About 2
just
hours.
going through the petal fields. Yeah.
You might have to step on some flowers.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure they'll grow back.
I mean, I don't
Maybe.
know how these work. I mean,
They'll grow back. They'll be fine.
are they that resilient? Is it like the purple trees that we have back in the hollow? Those things will never be cut down, I swear to God. You can make a nature check.
14.
You from what you've seen, from like what you know, the trees in the hollow are weird as fuck. Like, they're not even really trees. They're like harder than actual tree bark ever was. So, you know about flowers that if you step on them hard enough, they're gonna die, or some of them might just like kind of go over and then go back up. So,
So she's gonna look at Asa and go, I don't fucking know. I'm not from the from there. I'm from the gardens. I'm not from the hollow.
Fine. It's alright. Alright, so which way do we go?
This way.
Okay. So, for 2 hours, or we could ride a broom.
I don't...
Probably shouldn't ride a broom. It might draw attention.
Yeah.
True.
And before we step out of like the tree line, he's going to disguise himself.
Alright. Disguise.
And he's just going to turn to Awesome. He's like, how do I look?
Pink. Very pink. You look nice. He's gonna keep walking.
Key has her ring on, by the way.
Yep, just
for disguise.
Yep.
Thing.
Yep. Her Merida disguise.
Yeah.
Asa's just hood up, sleeves down, cloak. Drows are not common here.
Yeah.
What kind of cloak does he have?
He's just a black cloak, which is like basic. Like people definitely in like Rock Ridge and stuff would normally have that.
Okay. Because I was gonna say he can wear my green one if he needs to.
Nah. Black is a basic color.
I got a disguise kit.
I mean, if you want to spend the time to disguise him and make him look great.
I think we're fine.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys are able to walk. I'm gonna have you guys roll perceptions for me.
All right.
Just one?
Just
two,
just
three,
one.
One.
Just one.
Oh, great. My first roll of the night.
Oh. It sounds very bad.
I rolled a 4, so 9.
Yeah. 19 for Asa. And Key got?
17.
Okay. So as you guys are going, Asa's just looking out at the different flowers. You see him at one point kind of like leave the path that you guys were kind of going on and like pick up a blue flower and like bring it with you guys and like like at one point he has like a small cluster of flowers that he's just, like asking Key, what one's this? What's this one called? Like what's this one? And I'm gonna have you roll a nature check to see if you're able to answer him.
14 again.
Okay, like some of them you know exactly. Some of them you had to like stop and think, and some of them you're like, I really don't know. I have no clue. I'm so sorry. And he's just like, okay, that's fine. And he like stuffs it away in like a book to like press it to figure out what it is later. Like he's confused. He's never seen flowers before.
It's okay, Asa. Noctis understands. The first time in Valentine Valley, he just walks in the flower field.
He's like, what is this?
And then he discovers he has allergy. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, God. At one point, Asa pauses and he kind of like looks off towards where Clove Village would be, and he sees a little bit of smoke. I'm gonna have you roll an intelligence key.
12.
With advantage because this is your home.
Oh, okay. Oh, much better. Okay, that will be 16.
Okay. Clove Village is very well known for farmland, but they're also very well known for their pastries. So there's a lot of bakeries there. That smoke is probably coming from a baker's location. And then as you guys keep going, you guys just smell like a waft of like those really nice, like fresh bread scent. And Key, this automatically gives you like a feeling of home and comfort. It's fresh bread. You know that there's probably a little bit of a glaze of honey on top. And you can almost like taste in your mouth the fresh butter with it. And you're just like, ooh, that smells so good. But you guys keep going. Key, you see off to like towards the market area, you see some kids running in the petal fields. And it gives you that nostalgic feeling of when you were younger with your family and your friends. And there's one kid who just like, he has a big branch and he's using it as a sword. And there's another kid with another sword and they're battling each other. And you guys just kind of have that moment of just like, huh. And it's actually a moment of just peace for you guys. Because Noctis is looking at these kids and he automatically thinks of his kids. And Asa is reminded of the kids at the bakery. And then Key, of course, is reminded of her childhood. And you guys all just kind of keep trudging forward and you get to see this kind of scene that's going off to the side of you. And then you guys just, you see one kid hit another and the kid let out a cry and the mom hustles over and takes him into his arms and cradles her. I need you both to roll a d20.
18.
Okay.
18.
Oh, wow. Okay. So both of you kind of have the same memory that's coming to mind. Key, you think of when you fell from a tree, the first time you ever fell from the tree, and your mom bustled out of nowhere and grabbed you and, like, comforted you. You were probably about 5 at that time. And your brother was at the top and he was making fun of you because you couldn't climb as fast as he could have and you weren't having any of it. So you were trying to climb higher and higher, but your hand slipped. And as you were falling from that tree, remember just seeing a bird above you and the tree going farther and farther away from you. And then you just remember black. And then you remember hearing your mom's screaming your name. And you remember waking up later in her arms as she was rushing you back to the house. Her hand on your head. You felt a little bit of a trickle of blood down your forehead. And your mom was, of course, healing you as she was a healer herself. But you remember that safety feeling you had in her arms. That feeling of no matter what happened, no matter what you did, your mom would always be there. Noctis. This gives you a different kind of memory as you are walking through. You remember getting into fights at the bakery. Lenora berating you and you getting huffy and angry and running off. You remember one time that you went over to one of those purple trees and you remember the soft footsteps of Karuna coming up behind you and her squatting next to you, her hand in her cheek, looking at you as you were taking rocks and throwing them and really upset. Remember her tousling your hair a little bit, poking your side in a playful manner, just to get you to giggle, just to make you laugh. And then you remember her taking one of those stones and teaching you how to change the color of the stone with thermatology. Something, of course, you would have the ability to do. That was your first instance with doing magic yourself. And you kind of pause and smile, and you remember that little charm she had given you, and you kind of take it and grip it for a moment. And as you guys keep going forward, and you guys see Asa stopped in his tracks behind both of you, just staring at this scene in front of you, and he seems devastated. And you see him just pause for a moment, staring at the kids, getting lost in thought like you guys did, before looking down and heading forward after you guys. You guys keep seeing these small scenes around you. This is a common place for families and friends and people just to go and hang out. There's some farmers who are gathering different flowers for certain things, certain potions. And it's the first time you guys have ever had to just breathe. You guys have had a split 2 hours of being on alert, but not feeling like you had to be. Even Key had moments of not feeling like she had to be on high alert. It was the biggest moment that you guys could all just breathe. Now, as you guys get closer and closer to Din Village, this is a kind of like a mining town. You guys see the petals as you guys are slowly making your way. There is a large tower, and over by the tower there is a mine area that mines different kinds of rocks and minerals. So half of this town is mining, half of this town is farming flowers, is basically what this one is. You guys can tell the closer you get to the mine area, the more desolate it becomes. But the flower fields are thriving. They're beautiful. I'm going to have Key please roll a perception to try and remember where the house is that she's describing.
19.
Yeah, easy come, easy go. You immediately find the house that looks kind of run down with all of those yellow flowers up front. You know that these yellow flowers are known to be invasive plants. So most of the areas that are like run down in the gardens have these plants around because people just don't want to deal with them, because when you cut them down, they send out this horrible pollen that just gets everywhere. Like even my allergies are going crazy right now just thinking about it. But you know that this pollen in particular can be refined and then used for sleeping powder. So it is a valuable export as well, which is a lot of people use to, of course, treat insomnia and like that kind of thing. Or in a higher dosage, can be used in a worse manner. But you are able to locate this beautiful little house as you guys go forward. I'm going to have you roll another intelligence to see if you can remember your childhood code.
Dirty 20.
Easy enough. So you kind of walk up to the door and you're like, okay, I need both hands. Dun, 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 dun. That's all it was. It's like, it's almost like the dun, 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 but it's like dun, 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 dun. And immediately on the other side you hear it repeated. Dun, 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 dun. And then the door opens, and on the other side, Ari with a wide smile, tears brimming in the corners of her eyes as she just runs towards you and gives you the biggest hug.
Key's gonna hug her back.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. So. Oh, wrong one.
Oh, bye, Sam.
Oh, bye, Sam.
God.
It hates you, apparently. God.
I don't know why it always does that to me.
All right. I think you could move your person Tasha? Can you double check that for me?
I cannot.
You cannot. That's what I thought. I don't know why it hates me, but it does. Okay, you should be able to move yourself. So Ari is giving you a big giant hug. She is all about this. She's so happy to see you. And at one point you hear her just, where have you been?
All over.
She kind of like rubs away like the tears, but they're happy tears because she's so happy to see you that she's just like rubbing them away.
And some tears. She's not sobbing, but she's got them in her eyes.
Oh, Ari is like full out happy sobbing. Like she's just like, I was so worried, and then when we had to run away, and I don't know where you were, I don't know how to get in contact with you.
I know.
Hide! You look great! Noctis!
Yep.
She's staring at it. She's like, okay. Hi, I'm happy to see you awake. And he's like, awake? Yeah, okay. Come in. She's like kind of rushing you guys inside. Inside, you guys can see the outside looks shabby as hell. It looks like it's supposed to be like an abandoned building kind of thing. Inside looks fully furbished. It looks like it's in working order. Everything's to be in a certain area. You can definitely tell there's an enchantment on the outside to make it look like it's run down for that purpose, like it's been abandoned. But inside, you see you see a table, and just beyond that table in the kitchen area, you see Theresa, and you also see a elven gentleman. Noctis, please roll perception.
Do I get advantage because I spied on my dad in his elven form before?
Yeah.
It was only a 17.
Yeah, no, you needed like above a 10. You've seen him
okay.
before. Yeah. Next to Theresa is your dad, of course, in his elven form that you recognize.
Is this a table right here, or is it a wall?
It's this thing that's right in front with like the food on it.
Is it like a counter kind of?
It's like a counter, yeah. It's like a half counter thing. And so you see the two of them, they're talking to each other, and they look over as the door had flung open. And you see Theresa like cross her arms delicately, and she kind of like hugs herself a little bit watching the two of you interact. And Noctis, you see your dad just stand there and kind of staring at you for a moment, and like he seems to be trying to put two and two together. And it takes him like a moment before he goes, "That's my son."
He's like, "Yo, Dad."
He's like, "All right, you all got here a lot faster than I thought you would. Hello?"
It was unintentional.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna like cough and look at Key.
Ari's still just hanging on her. She has not let go.
He gives Noctis a look.
She goes.
He just goes.
She came for me, and that's what's important. Key, your hair's down. Noctis, did you do this?
No, this is my choice.
You did it?
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, I started it when I disguised you.
Okay, but no.
No. Wait, hang on. I have only seen her hair down 2 other times in my lifetime. She won't even let me braid it. It's down. She like pets your head a little bit. She's like, yes.
Yeah, it's easier to hide behind.
Oh, I don't like that answer. No.
The honest truth.
I mean, I know. Hi, Asa! He's like, what the fuck?
Asa, this is my best friend, Ari.
Hi, nice to meet you. My name's Ari. Like she said, I'm the best friend, and I am the best friend. You do anything to her, and I will cut you.
Hey.
Nice to meet you! And he's like, nice to meet you too. Don't worry, I would never do anything to hurt her. I'm okay. And she like takes his hand and like does the really, really fast shake, like, ah! He's just gonna take a moment and he's gonna sit down. Noctis, you would know hyperactive people like that in Asa?
Yep.
Not a good match. He is worn down. He's like sitting in the chair like, oh god. So Theresa is going to calmly walk over to you guys, your dad following. Kilarian.
Hi.
Zutari told me a little bit about what you've been doing. As has, Mr. Taxan here. I had no idea. I'm so sorry. About... If I had known that Mother Nature had sent out word for your capture, I would have tried to stop it, at least.
I feel like that maybe would have made things worse for you guys, so...
Well, as you can see,
I
we are in a little bit of a problem already. Not just from you, but both of my sons. Come, you must... Are you all hungry? Do you need anything? You see her, like, she keeps adjusting her outfit a little bit, which, growing up, you knew she did that a lot with your mom, when your mom would get down and dirty, so you know that she's, like, actually being truthful. She's not lying through her teeth, she's actually trying to be as genuine as possible, which is a rare sight for you to see. We have some bread and some cheese, apples, grapes. Do you all want something?
I'm not that hungry.
I feel like I already had a snack earlier. I think I'm okay.
Okay. You see her kind of like look at Asa, who just goes, no. It just waves his hand. He's like, no. So you see her just, she looks kind of nervous, so she's gonna go back, and you see her like starting to put some water on into a kettle, and like she's making tea. Regardless. Your dad kind of pops over and... So, what happened? This time I don't have to go anywhere, at least.
Yeah.
If you've got any more questions, we can go sit down at the table or go into the study. I'm sure your friend wants to be with Ari for a bit.
Yeah, let's go sit it.
Okay. Asa's gonna come along. It's gonna sit here. Ari takes your hands, Key, and holds them and goes, so Mr. Texan has said that I'm not really supposed to know a lot about things, and I kind of do want to know a lot about things, because if I know a lot about things, maybe I can possibly help, but I was told shouldn't be helping you guys whatsoever, because it's going to be something with like a timeline. I'm not quite sure what that means, but I really want to help, so if you can help me in any way, and so I can help you, that would be, really good for both of us, because I don't want to be stuck here anymore, Key. I want to help. She's holding both of your hands.
What else were you told? I mean, what?
I was told that, Mr. Texan says that, he's a time traveler, which is weird. Let's go into a bedroom. Okay.
Okay.
And she's gonna lead you into a bedroom. And you see her, like, immediately relax a little bit. She's like, I don't know how much Noctis knows or Asa knows. But I know if Mom hears me, she's gonna get mad again. So... Anyway, I know that Mr. Texan is a time traveler. He is working with people who worked for Father Time or something like that. And he took something from Father Time to try and fix something that's happening in the future. And that could be real bad. And apparently... every single time I've tried to help, it has been an issue. But that doesn't mean it can't not be an issue this time. I mean, who's to say we're following any same path, you know? Key, I feel useless. Kirith's up in Rock Ridge somewhere. Venry's... I think he's in Glory Grove. I think that's what Mr. Texan said. Dad's trying to hunt down Mom and me. Apparently
Really?
He's working with Mother Nature.
Fucking course he is.
Well, yeah. But I found something. The reason Mom and I had to leave wasn't because of just Kirith and Venry. I found something in Dad's study when he wasn't home, the one I'm not supposed to go into. Because I was thinking it could help you. So I was trying to investigate more.
What'd you find?
I found a symbol. And it took me a while to find anything. I had to go to the archives in the capital more than once, which is probably why they started watching. But Dad's working with Hex. He worships him. He had this sigil, and then I found this marking. It was really big on the ground, like it was etched in the marking itself, and at first it was just the corner, because I saw what looked to be like red paint stains. So I pulled back the carpet, and there was this weird circle in his office. I don't know what it meant, but it had a whole bunch of symbols and things, and I did recognize the one for Hex, But after I found that, I tried to put everything back to normal, but I don't think I did a good job. 'Cause Mom woke me up later that night and we had to leave. I think Dad did something to Kirith.
What do you mean?
'Cause Kirith has been gone for a while. I think Dad's let Hex take over Kirith's body. Cause Kirith came out of his office, and then a few days later he was gone. I don't know what to do, Key.
Ari, there's a lot of shit that's going on right now, and I don't want you. I don't want you in any more trouble than you are already in.
I already know too much. Just from what I know. I don't know if Mom and I can ever go back to normal. I don't know if Kirith will be freed from whatever that possibly is. Dad's trying to erase us. He's trying to get rid of us. Which is why Mr. Taxan has been here to try and protect us. He says he's been trying to contact someone named Evermore that might be able to relocate us, or some lady named Umiko that might be able to relocate us. I don't want to leave the gardens. The gardens is all I know. Key, I'm scared.
He's gonna just awkwardly reach out and just kind of like gently touch her face, just like.
Hi, Mom.
Honestly, Ari, I'm really scared too. I'm terrified. But I'm most scared of losing anyone else who's important to me.
And I'm not? Key! You're like my sister. If I lost you, then I would lose a lot more than just my best friend.
I know. That's why I'm so scared for you. And I know you said it, that you didn't have to run necessarily because of me, but you might have to now. I don't know.
It wasn't just you. It's because of Dad, because of Henry, because of Kirith, and because of Mother Nature.
I'm trying to figure things out. Ari, I'm trying. My group, we're trying to figure it out. It's a lot, and it's
I know
a lot more.
You are, Key. I don't blame you or anyone for what's happening. You guys are doing the most work than anyone else is. I mean, the leaders aren't doing anything. The leaders are corrupted.
I know.
Just like you said. You see her kind of go over to the bed, and she kind of like sits down and like covers her face with her hands and finally looks back up to you and is like, she's been through a lot and she doesn't really know how to put it into words anymore. You see her just
She's gonna do the awesome thing. She's
Okay.
learned from us. So she
Okay.
goes over to Ari and kind of just like crouches down in front of her and looks at her. I know. I wish that I could tell you more. I wish I could say more. I have a lot of people who are watching me right now, Ari, and a lot of people who I don't know who to trust anymore, really, beyond a certain amount of people. And I don't want it to turn into a situation where I say something and it leads to other people important to me getting hurt, because it seems like every single time I say something or do something, someone important to me gets hurt or something happens, and I don't think I could take that. Ari,
Yeah.
you help me more than you realize.
What have I done, Key?
What have you done?
You were always the stronger one. You've always been the stronger one.
No, I haven't.
No. You have.
I wouldn't be anywhere near where I am or who I am today without you. You know, you were the only one who knew where I was
Yeah.
after everything, so I know I made it seem like I didn't want that, but I fucking needed it. And that's something that I hold on to every day. I don't think you realize your importance.
Maybe I don't sometimes. But that's what friends are there for, to remind us, aren't they?
kind of wish that I could be better at it.
You'll get there. I'm sure Noctis will teach you.
Yeah.
She's just gonna lean in and give you a hug.
Great.
Yeah. She's just gonna... she buries her head in, like, your, like, crook of your, like, head a little bit, like, your neck area. And you can just feel, like, her hair kind of brush up against your cheek for a moment. And she just sits there for a moment. She kind of backs up. You know, Key, you've grown a lot. I'm proud of you.
I don't know if what I've done is really something worth being proud of.
I'll always be proud of you, no matter what it is. Because I know you'll do the same for me.
Yeah.
You're the roots, after all. You support the rest of us, sometimes, and sometimes we'll be the roots for you. Isn't that what your mom always said? Be each other's roots, so we can see each other flourish. Hold us grounded.
Yeah. Kind of forgot about that.
Yeah, well, I think she said it to us when we were really young. I mean, we're still really young. But... Where do you think Mom and I should go? We're safe, I guess. As safe as we can be anyway.
Right now, I really don't know. But I think you can... I think you can trust Noctis' dad.
You know that he's a tiefling?
Yeah.
He's purple. Which, I mean, I guess so. Considering Noctis is his son.
Yeah.
But it was a shock when I first met him. I had no idea. He just, like, woke up one day and walked out. And I was like, who are you? And he was like, it's me, kid. And I was like, oh. She's kind of, like, wiping her eyes a little bit. And, like, trying to get back to normal. Did she freeze? Did you guys freeze? Hello? Hello?
There you
are!
Hi!
Oh, I thought you guys froze, and I was like, what happened?
Froze. You froze. We're like, hello.
What was the last thing that you guys heard?
I asked how he showed up and if he was in disguise. Didn't get an answer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he just kind of, so I guess Mom knew him prior. I guess he knew that something was gonna happen to us, so he showed up, and then Mom woke me up. And that's when I saw him in elf form. And then there was a day that we were here in the house, and I woke up super early, and he was up, but he was tiefling. And I went, who are you? And he went, it's me, kid. And I went, oh, okay. You know, pretty easy.
You said he's a time traveler.
Yeah, he said that, he can go place to place. but only when the time calls for it, is what he said. I don't know what that means, but I have to trust him because he knew shit about me. Plus, he showed me this cool box.
Oh.
Yeah. He's looking for daggers. Gold daggers, something. Kind of like the one that I think you have. Did we talk about that? I think you talked about that with Ari, didn't you?
I don't remember if we did or not.
I think you did, because she was like, "How did you show up?" Yeah, because that was the first time you used the dagger, was to come with Asa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll just metagame and say that she's aware, but it doesn't mean that she's saying anything.
Yep. Okay.
She's just like kind of like the one you have, but it's all good. You see her kind of like she's trying to like get herself out of her like crying zone. You've seen this multiple times. She's like breathing really heavy sometimes, making her eyes like wide open, so she's like stopping herself from crying, and she's like, okay. Are you sure you're not hungry though? Because I know Mom's making tea. She always does that now. I have at least 5 cups a day. I pee a lot. It's really annoying. But this house has running water in it, and there's like a toilet inside the house, and there's a bathtub. Super bougie, I know. It's nice.
Super bougie.
Yeah.
I'm not hungry. I don't know if I should eat, but I'm not hungry, so I don't know if I can eat.
How long are you gonna stay?
It's a hard question to answer. Technically, we're not supposed to be here right now at all.
Can you stay at least till tonight? Please?
I'll have to talk to Noctis and Asa and see what they think.
Okay.
Ari, I want to.
I know you want to, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you like, have to, you know? Like, I just miss you.
You think I don't miss you?
You're off doing adventures right now, Key.
Adventures I wish I didn't have to fucking do.
Well, you were chosen. As stupid as that sounds, but maybe you were chosen by something else. Maybe there's something higher, you know? Like, maybe you are the chosen one. Remember when we used to play like that? The chosen one that can save all of the gardens. Maybe it's something like that. But
kind of an intense title to think about.
I mean, didn't seem that big when we were kids.
Yeah, we were kids.
It's nice to think about when we were kids, though. Okay, I better go get tea from Mom, or else it's gonna sit on the counter and she's gonna get upset. You see her kind of like get up. She kind of looks at you and goes, if you hear anything, like if what I think is happening to Kirith is happening to Kirith, can you at least tell me if he's safe or will be safe if you find something out?
I don't know if I'll know the answer.
Have you heard anything from Venray at all? You were tracking him down.
She's got internal panic right now. Anyway, you said that he's in Glory Grove, and I know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Mr. Taxan told us.
Has he told you anything else about him?
He was looking for his real dad. I guess I'm a half-sibling. That's if Mom's actually his mom. I don't know.
Complicated.
I mean, if Dad was who I was married to, I mean, I know it was an arranged marriage, but
Fucking wanna
to think,
blame her.
well, to think I was gonna be in the exact same boots if all this didn't happen. Dad was looking into suitors.
Yeah, then I would have come here and I would have taken you with me.
Then maybe things would have been a little bit different.
Maybe.
You see her kind of walk out the door, and she's taking your hand, like, as you guys were, like, little kids. Like, she's, like, dragging you by, like, the cuff of your sleeve and, like, dragging you along. Like, normal friendships, you know? Come with me to the bathroom! Like, that kind of thing. Yeah, so she's gonna drag you out to the kitchen area where, Lucia is. Noctis.
Mm-hmm.
You got your daddy. And Asa.
Oh boy.
Asa is sitting there, pen in hand, with like a couple papers. He's like writing things down. Let me come down from that high. I'm still on that high. I cried, guys.
I know, I saw.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too.
I kept looking at the camera because I have you guys up here. So I can't look at you. I have to look at the camera, so I don't know what your reactions are.
I'm watching both of you guys.
Hey, and now it's your turn.
Oh boy. My turn to cry. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Do it.
Oh God. Okay.
Emotional day.
So, Nephdius, what the hell are you doing here in the gardens? Asa's just kind of like leaning back, and he kind of like... You know how I said that I was handling something in the gardens? How I had to get back to something in the gardens. Well, it's those two. He kind of motions over to where Thurcia is and where you guys were at the beginning of your conversation. I was told that I needed to keep her safe. He motions to Ari. Because if she goes down, that's going to be an issue for 4 people. You see Asa just sitting there like... Okay. Noctis, do you have any questions or anything you'd like to elaborate on anything he said or has just said?
Yeah. He's gonna be like, do you know what's going on in the Hollow?
Yeah. Ramifications of when you...
The shit I did? Yeah.
Yeah. But unfortunately, I can't go without risking... He kind of pulls out that box and shows you that, because if she catches me with it...
I know.
We're done. I haven't been able to see anyone. You see, like, he's getting this, like, kind of upset expression.
Do you know what happened to Lenora?
I heard through the grapevine that I have. She's been killed.
Mm-hmm.
Sacrificed in a way, from what I understand from my other timekeepers.
Sacrifice.
For more power. Something on Baba Yaga's side. And I believe it's for your old patron, son.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
He's gonna, like, casually just stick his hand in his shirt. Which might look weirder through the illusion. But he's gonna see if the slough is yeah. Because it's, like, not actually in his shirt, but he's gonna see if the slough is still in there, if he can feel the heat. No.
You don't feel a thing.
Perfect.
So you're pretty sure that when you guys bamfed out,
Yeah.
it stayed behind.
Yep. That's what I was worried about.
Yeah.
At least it's not.
Yeah, it's in a good spot.
Yeah.
It's in a good spot. Asa's just like, and your dad's just like staring at you as you like stick your hand inside your body. And they're just like,
It's an illusion. It's
doesn't mean that it's not at all still weird to look at, Noctis.
Sorry.
You know he is right.
Look, that slough you had in your room, Dad.
Ah, Spark. Yeah.
Spark. Okay. Yeah, I had him in my. I was carrying him around. I guess he got left in the right house.
I mean, the Hollow is technically its domain, so it would make sense for him to probably stay there.
Yeah, I just forgot that it was in there. So just checking to see if it still was or not.
All right. Anyway, did you all go back to the Hollow at all yet?
Mm-hmm.
You have.
Mm-hmm. That's where we just came from.
Okay. Okay. That means you know about Lenora because you asked me about Lenora. He's like, you see him like backtracking, trying to figure out everything in his brain. How are the kids?
They took some of mine.
Shit. Okay. Which one? You see
Mav
him
and Taka.
take out a small book and he flips through it a few times and he's staring at it. So not the bugbear.
No.
Okay. See him write stuff down in it. Puts it away.
I have the description of the kidnapper, though.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
What do they look like? You see, take it back out again. He flips it to a page.
He's going
down
to reach through his illusion again, I guess.
Yeah.
And dig through his bag and pull out the crinkled notes.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Um.
The one that Mab yelled out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me. Hold on, so I can see. Actually, I think I remember. He was. He's just gonna read it.
Yeah.
Okay. It says, "Elf bastard, red hair, green eyes, scar over right eye, smells like fucking sunflowers."
He's just
That's my
riding
girl.
along. He's riding along as you're saying this, and he goes, the goblin. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, all right. Okay. He kind of like pauses and thinks. He's like, elf, red hair, green eyes. Where was the scar?
Right eye.
You see him, like, trying to rack his brain for a moment. Like, he almost had something, and then it just went away. He's like,
I'm just kidding.
all right. You see him, like, shift a little uncomfortably and goes, did you hear anything about Nadia, Corinna? Anyone like that?
They're in the right house.
Okay. And you see him, like, it's almost a pained expression now that he's, like, even thinking it, and he's like,
She's not there, if that's who you're thinking of.
good. All right. So she's gone. She's not
Yeah.
expected of her.
Yeah.
All right.
Trust me, I'm glad I didn't have to run into her.
Yeah.
God, Dad, what were you thinking?
Hey. She thought I had money, had connections. I've already told you this song and dance multiple times. Anything else that you kids need from me? I'm trying to figure out how to relocate these two to a new location. Don't know where, though. But if they're here, they're at the biggest risk at the moment.
Where else will they go?
Another realm. I was thinking possibly Easter Island. It is the closest to the gardens, but I don't really have that many connections there. Glory Grove is an easy place to get lost and hide people, but I don't know how well Garcia would do. So then I was thinking possibly Clover Cove, talk to Blarney, maybe see if he can hide them out for a while. Or I could look into a smaller realm. Just don't know which one. Could send them to the port, but that's not really up their alley. Because if they stay here, it's not going to go well. I need to move them as soon as possible.
I don't know what realms are safe.
Well, what seems the less likely for them to be found, a place easily to be hidden away, I guess.
I'd suggest Easter Island, but I don't know if that would put more people at risk.
Yeah. I could try and find that shop.
Good.
I don't know if she'll even do that for me, though.
Maybe she do it for me.
You see him kind of like pause and look at you.
Or Key.
You know Evermore?
Didn't we have this conversation?
That's right. Sorry. You know how long it's been since I've actually spoken to her? A while. It didn't go off the best. I tried to take her clock.
Wow. Great job.
I didn't know who she was at the time, Noctis. Okay? Even your old man can make mistakes.
Uh-huh.
I am just a tiefling. Just a guy doing his job. Well, trying to do his job. Fuck. At this, like, you guys watch as, like, Asa kind of, like, looks at both of you and slowly gets up from the table. Looks at
Don't
you.
leave me alone.
And looks at your dad. And he's gonna go over into the kitchen.
Man, don't leave me alone.
He's like, okay. You can hear some clinking and stuff. It sounds like he's getting tea to bring over to you guys, but he's giving you guys a moment if you wanted to say anything to your father.
Oh yeah, Dad, I have something to give you.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna,
He kind of perks up at this.
This is gonna be hilarious.
You haven't given him anything since you were a child.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be great. Because he's gonna go over and he's gonna go and then like bop him on the shoulder. It's from Corinna.
Of course it's Corinna.
No! Your Discord book.
Oh, his Discord.
Oh no!
I can't hear you, Chelsea.
No! Can you hear me now?
I missed it.
A little bit, yes.
Okay. Maybe I need to adjust something. Hang on. Da-da-da-da-da. Can you
I
hear me
died.
better? I know you died.
Yes.
I hate
Yeah, okay.
this. Give me
So,
one second.
yeah.
1 second.
You missed it because I thought I did really well with his reaction.
I know, I saw you start to do it, and then I'm like, no, I'm freezing. Where's my camera?
And you are more than welcome to insight this if you'd like as well.
Alright. Okay, there's my camera.
Alright, so you see him kind of like, you bop him. Bop. And you see him just go, what was that for? And you're like, it's from Corinna. And you see him immediately kind of like relax his shoulder a little bit and kind of rub the back of his neck. And he's like, of course it was Corinna. She's
I'm
staying.
gonna insight check him.
Um.
I feel like I can tell what his reaction is like.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's terrible. But I have a good insight, I think. Uh, 16.
Oh yeah. Your dad has a crush on Corinna.
Yeah, I figured.
Which, in your mind, your little kid brain in the back of your brain was, why did you choose her? You bastard!
What did you say? You cut out.
Oh, in the back of your, like, little kid brain, you went, why didn't you choose her in the first place?
He's gonna, like, raise an eyebrow at his dad's reaction.
I'll have to see her soon, I guess, when I, go to the Hollow to try and figure out everything. He goes back to, like, writing. He kind of looks back up to you and go, but how are you doing, Noctis? I know we don't get to talk like this, if at all. Half the time when I'm home, we don't talk anyway.
I'm doing great.
Yeah. It's like, it's just very awkward between you two.
Yeah,
like, hands folded, not really looking at each other, like, there's a rift that's so deep between you two.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a sense that he's kind of trying, but he doesn't even know how to be a good dad. Like, damn. A little while later, Asa will come back. Comes back and he sets down some tea and everything and, like, gives you each a cup. So, what did I miss? Anything important?
He's gonna lean over the table, and he's not gonna do it like really.
Yeah.
He's not really gonna be sneaky about it, but he's gonna just pretend he's being sneaky. He's gonna, my dad likes Corinna.
Asa just, like, little smirk, looks over at Nifadius, and he immediately goes, like, pretending he didn't hear anything. Like, he's trying to be like, I don't know what you're talking You see your dad take the box. We all know the box, and he sets it on the table. And he just kind of motions you to pick it up. Just so you can, like, look at it.
Okay. I'll pick it up and look at it.
Okay. It is the box, as you have seen. You can do an investigation if you would like.
Sure, let's do an investigation. I'm really good at those.
Investigation.
Yes. Yes, I am great at investigation. I got a 7.
Yeah, it looks like a box. It has pretty gemstones on it. Has a symbol on it, and there's a symbol inside. That's pretty cool. You're looking, but you're not looking. Like, you're opening it up. Like, you're like, what the fuck do you want me to do with this? Like, you're passing it in between your hands, and Asa's just like, Noctis. Give it to me.
I'm just gonna give it to him.
He's like, he gives you this quick, like, glance, like, what's wrong with you right now? And you see him, like,
hey, buddy, it's not my strong suit. I'm a perception kind of guy.
He's, like, looking it over. He's like, alright, so I understand the time symbol on the outside, but he kind of points where that star is on it. And he goes, we've seen this. Mm-hmm. What was the thing that the small one has in the journal? What's his name? Chang. Chang has a journal.
Yeah.
That was for
the
sun, right?
Was it?
I'm assuming, because it's going into basically everything else with the kids.
I don't remember what
it looks like.
Yeah.
1 second. Let me post
I have a picture right here.
Oh, okay. I was like, I can repost it.
Oh, okay, I see. I was like, I don't remember what it looks like.
Alright. I like how I just lost a whole bunch of shit. Where'd that go? What the fuck? Alright, your dad kind of takes it back and puts it on his belt and, like, hides it away. Noctis, your friend, Key.
Mm-hmm.
She has an affiliation with my partner, correct?
Uh-huh.
Wow, I gave him Asa's voice for a second.
Yeah. Wow, Dad, what's going on there? I don't like that.
Key has an affiliation with Venri, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And the future version's such a dick.
I mean, he has every right to. He's done this too many times to count.
Doesn't have to hold me at gunpoint.
He held you at gunpoint?
Yeah.
You just hear like a long sigh from your dad as he just like, you see him like run his fingers through his hair, but it doesn't go through his actual hair, it goes through the illusion. And you see him just like sitting there like, gonna kill him. So you both know that there is his version and then this version, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know his patron?
Yes.
Okay. That Venry has made the full contact pact. The one of this time hasn't.
That was a question I tried to ask Juniper about it.
Oh, Juniper won't tell. No, she won't say anything. Especially when it comes to Venry in general. She is aware that there is two of them. She will protect them at all costs. I've noticed. She feels like he's the only thing left of a family that she can have. I've tried talking to her, but I'm not the best person to talk about that kind of thing. Ooh. Roll an insight for me. Roll an insight for me on that one.
Oh boy, what should I use? Come on, fancy me dice. 17.
That small comment cut him deep.
Oh.
You actually see a look of absolute regret on his face before he washes it over again.
Noctis is just gonna look at his tea and like just take a long sip.
Yep. Asa's just watching.
He's just got the popcorn.
Oh yeah.
Drama.
There is a possibility to prevent him from making that full pact. He's made a partial pact. He has a year to find a body for her, or he becomes her body.
I think I know where we can find one.
Okay. That's what I'm still trying to figure out.
Did Key didn't tell him that?
No,
just kidding.
Nope.
Just kidding.
You see him.
It'd be like, it's the plan to find. You
need to find one that's strong enough.
I know. I'm aware.
From what I understand, from what he's told me, is that there hasn't been a single body that can be as strong as his that they have tried to find.
I promise Key we figure something out. He's gonna look and see if is Key out here at this point?
Key, you would just see Key and Ari dragging her by her sleeve out of the room. And you can tell, Ari was crying. Her eyes are a little bit red and, all that. And you see them walk over to her mom and, get some tea.
So he was about to say something, and you see him, he's about to say it, and then he looks and he sees Key being dragged out, and he just goes...
Alright, you see him just kind of tense up as well and just nod his head, and before lowering his voice and looks at you directly in the eye and goes, "Has she made a pact?"
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
And I'm sure you know with who.
Yeah. No. There was only one that she ever chose. There was times that she didn't, but then she had to last minute. That's gonna get her killed, Noctis.
Not if I can help him.
If you can help him find that body, if
That's my plan.
he does. You see your dad just kind of like look at Key for a very long moment. You can roll insight to see what he is kind of looking like.
Oh, damn. I really wanted to see that one. I rolled a natural one.
Yeah. Your dad, man, maybe he likes Key. You have that thought for a moment, and you go,
I'm like, oh, no.
oh, no.
Terrible.
Asa's just kind of staring in between. Asa rolled a 19.
Damn, awesome.
Asa's just gonna nod and goes, okay. Master. And you see, Niphidius kind of go, yeah.
I don't like you calling my dad that.
You see Asa just go, sorry. I mean, he kind of taught me how to fight, so he's technically my dojo master.
Alright.
Sorry. Like, you see, like, Asa, like, he's like, the moment he said it, he went, oh no. And then you said something and he went, oh no. Do you know, Thieves' Cant?
Nope.
Okay. They are speaking to each other in Thieves' Cant. So it sounds like gibberish to you right now. And you hear them both talking back and forth very quickly. So it's like, Noctis
just gonna narrow his eyes and look at them both. Alright. You could have just asked me to fucking leave.
And at the very end, you see your dad kind of sit up a little bit, confused and concerned on his face. Look at Asa. Look at you. Look back to Asa. You can't do that.
What?
You see your dad start getting physically angry.
What?
As he sits up and Asa just goes like this, hands in the air. Niphidius. Please. And he comes like super close to Asa for a moment, putting down his fist to the side, and you see your dad just storm out the door. And you see Asa just go.
Noctis is gonna get up and try to run out the door after his dad.
Okay. That is the one that you chose to go after and speak to.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I mean, if Asa started fucking speaking a different language in front of me, he clearly doesn't want me to know.
So you rush out. Your dad's out front, arms crossed. You see him, like, rolling something on the side. He's making a cigarette. Just cantrip, lights it, immediately starts smoking.
What did he say?
Surprised you came out here to talk to me about it.
Well, he's not gonna tell me.
So he's the Knight of Duska. I've already known that for a while.
Mm-hmm.
There's another possibility of a Knight of Obscura.
Yeah.
Asa says if it comes down, both knights have to fight, and he will probably die because he is going to be going up against a god.
Why would they fucking have to fight?
That's what the knights do. Because they have to keep balance on each side. The kid said he didn't want you to know.
Yeah, clearly he started speaking a different language.
Well, obviously, Noctis. He cares about you. He has since he was a kid.
I know.
He kind of, gives you a look like, do you know? And he just runs his fingers through his hair and, goes back to smoking and goes, you really need to talk to him. I think he's going to be doing something drastic soon. Especially if he's in cahoots with Evermore. Because that means he would be fighting against her lover.
I know. Do you... When Benry had me at gunpoint, he asked me how much I care about Asa. Do you know why he would ask that? Is it because of this fight?
He's probably
Or
also
something
looking
else?
for a weakness.
Hmm.
That's what he does. If you told him how much he cares about you, well, how much you care about him, he might use that in the long run. He did that with you, for me. That's how that Venry works. He's ruthless, Noctis.
Yeah, I noticed.
He'll use anyone's weaknesses against them. And if you admitted that, he knows exactly who to utilize against you. If he needs to manipulate you in any way.
I mean, he already knew.
Of course he did. Doesn't mean that he doesn't know that things might change. Every timeline, things change. There's always a probability of something being slightly different.
That's true.
Apparently in one timeline, we actually were on better terms.
That's surprising. I wonder what happened.
I was probably better dead than I am. Noctis.
Yeah.
I know you probably won't believe this. But I do love you, son. And I've never been more proud of you than I am. You've exceeded everything I've even thought was possible for you. And you continue to do so. But then again, I've always been the screw up. You haven't.
That's not true. fucked up a lot, Dad.
Nothing compared to what I did when I was your age.
I did almost get also killed by the shadow, and now he's forever bound to a dreamland, and is possibly going to die by fighting against the god of immortality now. So I mean, I don't know. I kind of fucked up big time. And my realm, like the hollows and chaos because of me.
Not all of it's because of you, Noctis. I definitely played a part in it too.
It didn't happen until after.
You started to try and find me, right? Looked into certain places probably shouldn't have looked in.
No, I mean that too, but we stole from Baba Yaga.
Yeah, I have as well. Multiple times. She really hates our family.
Yeah.
She really hates your mom, actually.
That's fine.
Which makes me laugh because she has no reason to hate her, but she does, and it makes me very pleased.
There's always a reason to hate her.
Do you smoke?
Yeah.
You see him like go into his pocket and he just hands you one of his cigarettes.
He just lights it and starts
smoking. They're just both sitting out, their arms crossed, just like smoking.
I imagine he probably doesn't really smoke, but he probably steals cigarettes from Asta from time to time.
Oh yeah. Your dad's just as quiet for a while, just kind of like looking at you in the corner of his eye, studying you a little bit. He's never really opened up this much before, if at all. And he seems to just be like watching you just to try and figure out where you guys are at. But even then, he doesn't know how to be a dad, so this is weird for him.
Yep.
I mean, what kind of fucking father goes, here, smoke with me?
I mean, the same kind of dads that go, here, drink with me.
Yeah, true. But you guys don't have that relationship.
Yeah, no.
So it's very odd. And you see him just slowly put it out before pinching, like, the bridge of his nose. And just turns to look at you and goes, Noctis, I'm sorry I wasn't able to give you more as a kid.
What's done is done.
Doesn't mean that the regret isn't still there. He kind of like awkwardly kind of shuffles past you and goes back inside at that point. He just doesn't know how to do dad. As he was going in, Asa's gonna pop out.
Noctis is still sitting there smoking. He hands it over.
Takes it. Lets out a very long drag. As he's just like... I'm assuming your dad told you what I just said?
Yeah. Of course.
I was trying to get his advice on how to handle it. Didn't think he'd blabber everything.
I mean, when you start talking a different language in front of me, you think I'm not gonna, like...
Bad news. I know. Bad move on my part. I didn't know how to bring it up to you. With the fight that just happened, they warned me before I left. Said it's a major probability that I will have to probably try to fight Anastasia. Because he is the Knight of of Obscura.
I want to help. If that happens. I don't want it to happen.
Believe you, I don't want it to happen either. I'm not saying I don't want your help. But you would die. Noctis.
Yeah, and so would you.
Yeah, but you have other things to live for. Okay? I'm bound to this place. It's my obligation. I have no say to say no to this. I don't get to say no. You saw what happened. I was suddenly out because they pulled me through because I, by obligation, had to be there.
No.
I don't have a choice. You do. And I'd rather you not waste your life for me.
Now, why would I go through all the fucking trouble to make sure you stay alive? Just to watch yourself go get killed.
I don't know. Noctis.
I went through a lot of fucking trouble to keep you alive.
And you didn't need to. But you did. And I appreciate it.
I mean, maybe it wasn't. I mean, I fucked up doing it. But
regardless, I've already made that contract. If I didn't get my soul set free to be in this living world, I would have still been there. The contract was done. It was a set deal. Apparently they had my eye on me since I was a child.
No.
It would have happened regardless.
Doesn't make me feel any less guilty for it.
Okay. You see Asa, finish, the little bit of the cigarette that you had, because you gave it to him, and he throws it to the ground and, covers it with dirt and, kind of, kicks it a little bit, he's getting real mad. He's throwing, a mini fit, and you see him just kind of breathe out, turn and look at you, and just stare for a very long time, expression not changing, and you, there's a mix of, anger and something else. Please roll in, insight.
Oh, 17.
Okay. He's angry, but you've seen this look on other people before when they've been talking about people they care for, people they really, really want to keep safe, and people who they love, but you can't fully decipher if this is friendship, love, and affection, or actual love and affection behind that angry exterior that he is showing you. And you see him just stare at you for a long time, and you see him start to calm down. Noctis, you have made friends. You have made waves now. You have other people who are depending on you on this side. Please, don't come after me again. I don't know. And you see him, like, this time he puts his hands on your shoulders and he's, like, gripping you hard on the shoulders. I don't know what I would do if I got to live on and you didn't. Do you understand me? Kind of, like, lets you go for a moment.
Aren't you gonna do that anyway?
Yeah, I am. And you see him immediately turn around and he's going down the street at this point.
I'm gonna follow him.
Okay, you are following him. You see him, he's basically going around the building towards where the flowers were. And he's trying. You see him, like, he's gripping both of his hands, letting it go, like, doing the, like, extension of the fingers, clenching, extension.
Noctis is gonna try and, like, grab him by his hand as he's walking away.
Alright, please roll a dex.
Yeah, rolling dex against a monk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a 15. Yeah, that's a 15.
It's 18 on his side.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just barely fingers just barely miss him. Let's see if he registers that you are trying to catch him. That's a 3. He does not know you are still behind him. Let me do something. He is a frustrated little man. Are you going to continue to follow?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Please roll perception.
Just trying to see if there's anything I can do. Oh. I'm not gonna use my fancy dice anymore.
Oh no. They hate you.
I was rolling really well.
What I need to do is not use crystal.
That's a 9.
Yeah, you miss him. You look down. You look up. Gone. Probably on the roof or in a tree. You're not sure at this point.
He's just gonna go, Asa! The fuck?
He rolled a natural 1 for a runaway.
Damn.
Yeah. He's just gonna stay outside.
Noctis is just gonna plop in the grass.
Just
in the flowers.
Make a daisy chain. Yeah.
He'll make some friendship bracelets for him and Key.
Oh.
He has no idea how to make a friendship bracelet. I don't know.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy. Great. Good job. Alright. Okay. 15.
Well. Trouble in paradise. I see.
Is that it?
You can reply to this message.
Isn't he like, oh, fuck off, man?
It doesn't end very well for both of you. It never has.
Great. Thank you. Get out of my fucking head.
Annoyed, of course. You are now annoyed from that little interaction because no. Roll a insight.
What dice do I use? Don't betray me. No. Fucking betray. 9!
He must be 100% right. It has never worked well for both of you.
Yep.
He's the time traveler. Shit. Don't listen to him.
God, why is it on my head?
Noctis. I was worried when you came to Duska. I may have been slacking as your deity. I apologize.
Well, I'm sure you know why I came.
No, I know why. I need you to close your mind. Just for a moment. And relax. I need to show you something.
Okay, he's gonna take a deep breath and...
I need you to make another wisdom save.
Oh god. Oh god. I'm sweating.
Sweating? What?
Okay. Hopefully it's a good thing that I passed this. 25.
Yeah. You close your mind and you hear Sko's voice kind of fade out, and you're back in Duska. You see that huge monstrous thing behind you. You see Key off to the side, and then you see Asa in front of you.
Oh shit.
It's replaying exactly what you did not remember. You see the desperation in his face as he comes forward, gripping you before kissing you and holding you there, and the tears brimming in his eyes, and you understand a little bit more what exactly he was saying. And that desperate look in his face was heartbreaking. Don't believe everything that boy tells you. He's going to try and ruin every single one of you in one way or another.
But why?
Because manipulating him is Thanatos, who's the most angry of us all. Why would anyone like that want to see anyone else happy? But he's also angry too. Someone dear to him tried to dispose of him. So in return, he's just trying to dispose of everyone that could possibly get in his way again. He's not looking to save anything. He's looking to destroy. At that, you feel the weight lift from your mind, and that image of Asa still stays in your mind just for a little bit longer. Then it fades, and you can't remember what you just saw for a second. I need you to make one more wisdom save.
Okay. 19.
Okay. You are able to retain the memory, and it did not fade from your mind once again.
Thank God. He's just gonna.
Uh-huh.
He's still kind of sitting there.
Yep.
He's gonna like touch his lips.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's gonna flop back into the flowers.
I need you to make an intelligence throw for me to see if you remember something else.
Oh boy, that I'm not good at. My insight, I have a very high plus. 17?
Okay. You recall ever so slightly as you left that office space, Asa touched his lips when you were leaving.
Yeah.
So Asa's nowhere to be seen.
Yep.
Key, you are having tea with Ari and Noctis's dad that just showed up. This is really awkward. Tharcia is trying her best to maintain some kind of composure. You can definitely tell she is going about keeping her busy for the sake of keeping herself busy, or else she is going to go cuckoo. You can actually hear Nefdias and Ari having actually a regular conversation that you personally have had with your own father in the past, of just like things that you learned. And that's happening between Nefdias and Ari. And for you, roll intelligence.
15.
And roll insight.
22.
You know, Ari never had this kind of conversation with her own father. You can tell, looking at Nefdias, he is using Ari as practice.
That's hilarious.
He's trying his best. Okay. Tharcia kind of walks over to you and is across from you, Key. I'm assuming you want to have a conversation as well, young lady.
Maybe.
I'll leave that in your ballpark. If you want to speak to me, you can. I have nothing else to lose. You kind of see her look at Ari and just, well, one thing.
Yeah.
Do you want to go speak privately, or are you fine here?
Probably, alone.
Okay. Where would you like to take Tharcia?
I don't know. This is her house. I'll follow her.
She's just gonna go over here.
I like how there's a whole ass pig in their like
Oh yeah.
pantry.
They're fine. They have food for days.
Maybe we should go back to the hollow with one of the crates.
I know. You see her kind of fold her hands in a very delicate way. She has the teacup off to the side. She's like, hands like this over one another, like very prim, very proper, as she has always been raised to be. I never knew this would be everything that would happen. I'm This whole Champions fiasco. Kilarian. I'm sorry. I actually thought it was a good idea at first when she suggested you. Might perk you back up. I was so wrong. Not about choosing you, but so many other things.
Like what?
Trusting her. Mother Nature. I worked alongside her for years. Decades. Never once has she shown such vulgar, toxic notions. I've never seen her attack someone like she has you. And then my husband. If what Zatari says is true, I've been under the same household as a heretic. A cultist of some sort. Now he's using our son, or maybe... No, Kirith would not do that. You see her kind of like reaffirm to herself, like, Kirith is noble, Kirith is good, Kirith would never do that willingly.
You know why she put a bounty out for me?
She found you as a threat. She first brought up that you had, gotten into her personal belongings, which I thought was a ridiculous reason to put out a notice in the first place. At first it was just I want her to come to me, we need to discuss things, and then it slowly progressed more and more. She started to give you different accusations, which didn't have any evidence towards, which I, of course, could not fully agree with, being the lawmaster. I had to bring up that she needed proper cause to even accuse you or to bring out a bounty. But she kept pushing for different things, saying that you were worshipping Hex, which I know now, of course, is blasphemous and absolutely not. But she made a very convincing notion to the other lawmasters, convincing them that you were the reason fully for opening a rift and allowing the attack upon your brigade, and that your cover-up was that you were going to have your family killed. And she pointed out small details that I'm sure that she just made up herself, that she created evidence that would point towards you, and that the only one who found you was Kirith. And when Kirith was brought to the capital, he had to speak to her by himself. You see her, like, trying to sort something out in her brain. And she's talking slower than she normally would. Like, she's trying to put two and two together. Kirith was brought to her residence to state his claim of innocence of you again. Multiple times. My husband... No, that traitor. Uthadern. Brought him in a few more times, saying I needed to focus on the household at that time, as Ari was getting sick, but she wasn't sick. He was making things up. You see her, like, she's struggling. She's trying to put two and two together, but something seems to be blocking her, and she doesn't know what it is.
I did go through her stuff, her things.
No, I found that out later. When we were being hunted down, Ari admitted it, that you had found something in mine, in fact, as well. Correct?
It was a letter.
Mm-hmm. To his father?
Yeah.
There's a pained expression on her face as she closes her eyes, and you see her kind of like tense up a little bit and lets it go with a breath. I had been trying to get in contact with his real father for ages. But I never received a reply, and I never questioned why. I think that just shows why I never did.
I read the letter.
That's a federal offense, Key.
I'm sorry.
No.
I have a bounty.
Oh, I know you do. You see her kind of like fidget with her fingers a little bit. And she's laughing it off, but you know, it kind of pained her a little bit. For someone to know.
You don't have to answer anything I ask. But I don't know if it would be important as far as information that maybe I could use
All right.
for other things.
All right. What questions do you have?
You said in the letter not to give him reason to seek him out. Why would that be?
Uthadern, if he knew what I had done and had evidence of what I had done, it is probable cause within the gardens for the violator to be killed. And the product to be killed as well. Do you understand why I couldn't let him know?
Yeah. On that side, I guess. Yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how he found out?
You see her kind of like huff a little bit and point behind you towards Nephedius He decided to show up, apparently. And gave my son, well, the location of his real father. Well, his father's family, anyway. I know,
What do you know?
in his heart of hearts, he was doing the best thing. He said he was trying to fix families because he couldn't fix his own. Stupid. What was your question?
Just, what? I guess what do you know of, his father and his family?
The Eldron. They are a elven family in Glory Grove. I had met his father by chance during a meeting between the leaders. It happens very, very rarely in the time realm. Maybe once every 50, 100 years, it just depends. And, well, Valor was there, and he had brought along with him a new page boy. His name is Enconeth. Very handsome. Looked almost identical to Venri. But with, bright green eyes instead of his golden ones. I found out later that his family are inventors. They help create, I believe they are called guns in Glory Grove. His grandfather was a clock worker at first, then grew to do more and more type of inventions and became very well rounded with his knowledge of the machinery, and of course ended up teaching many the ways of how to create those things. He had a daughter as well, Delica. However, she died a few years before, I believe, his father did. But we met that one time. And that was it. That's all I needed to know, that he was the man I wanted my children to call father. You see her turn a little bit, and you see her look straight at Ari for a moment. And she doesn't know that she's also a product of it. Both of them are. She takes after me more. When she was a child, Uthadern questioned, so I had her take a potion to change certain aspects of her physical form. In a sense, I mutilated my own child to fit into his world. You see her kind of like look off to the side. Kirith is his only son. I was able to fool him about Zutari. I was not able to fool him about Venri. I took him to doctors. I took him any way to try to hide the possible risk. You see her like, she's actually like almost doing like almost a pull at her nails as she's talking to you. She is getting very anxious. This is the first time she is talking about this out loud.
Key's gonna kind of reach forward, just like put her hand on top of her hands. I want to help, all of them.
I do too. Uthadern won't let Kirith go. I already know this. He is by blood Uthadern's true and only heir. That's important to him.
That doesn't mean that Kirith doesn't have a choice.
He does. But I don't know where he is, what is going through that boy's head. You know how he's been. He's always been quiet and diligent.
When was the last time you saw him?
Oh my god, when was the last time you were in the gardens? Shit. How long ago was that? We'll say like a month and a half. Yeah, month and a half.
Wait, are we talking when we went back with Asa, or are we talking...
When you guys went back with Asa, because that is when Kirith was still around.
Okay.
Was that a month and a half ago?
Was that a month and a half ago? Hang on.
Couldn't have been a month and a half.
No, because Kirith was
on...
still missing, so it would have been when you were there, which that would have been a month and a half.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we woke Asa up. It was a month and a half.
Okay, so 2 months ago then.
That's it. When I went back and learned that Venri was missing.
That'd be 2 months ago then.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so 2 months. 2 months ago is when Kirith... So you basically showed up, and after you left that first time, that's when Kirith went missing.
Fuck.
You're losing all the brothers, goddammit.
Yeah, she's literally like, fucking boys.
I want to be able to help as much as possible. I don't know if I can do anything. I do have some abilities, as small as they may seem. But if there's anything I can help you with, Kilarian, please let me know. I need to find my boys. I need to make sure they're okay.
I don't know much on Kair's side, unfortunately. I wish I did.
I've been trying to scry on him, but it doesn't work. There's a block.
Of course there is.
Which is a possibility. Uthadern did have that kind of magic available to himself, but Kirith never did. He was a fighter, not a magic sort.
I can't help on that side because I don't think I can really scry either.
Alright.
I will try to find him. I don't want anything to happen to him either. mean, he's the one who found me, right?
Ever so diligent. Always looking after the younger ones. Always looking after the princesses, my knight. Yes. Is there anything else that you need from me, Keelarian? Any more questions?
I always have questions. Kind of something everyone's starting to learn about me is I am the one who's known to have the questions.
Very much like your father in that aspect. Questioning everything around him.
Oh. Kind of in regards to that. Oh, fuck. I don't know how to say what I'm thinking.
That's alright. Take your time. You see her get some tea and drink it slowly. You see that she's trying to come down for wherever she was at.
Do you do the deity thing at all, really?
I mean, we did for a very long time. Vernal was who we followed, but with everything that's happening and everything that we have been learning from Mr. Taxan has been shell-shocking. I don't know what quite to believe in, to be perfectly frank. It's been hard to think in that manner. We were never really a fully religious family to begin with.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see her kind of, she takes a moment and she puts out her hand to cover one of your own. Key. I don't know how much I need to thank you for everything you're doing. For my family. What you've done for Ari all these years. I've never thanked you. I'm sorry.
I haven't done anything.
No, you always have done something for her. You didn't get to see her when she was home and you weren't around. You didn't get to see what Uthadern put her through. I did, and I did nothing. Your mother and you and your whole family. You were like sunshine for us. For Ari. For my boys. And sometimes even me. Your family made an impact on us. You made an impact on our dreary household. Thank you. She kind of takes her hand away. And you see her kind of like, she sits up. She goes, I'm going to rest now just for a little bit. I'm a little bit tired. She kind of gives you a small nod, and you see her walk around, and you see her go through one of the doors, and she goes into one of the bedrooms. All right.
He's just gonna stay there
Oh,
for a
Key.
second, like
Processing. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have us take a quick 15-minute break because we're how many minutes are we in? We are like 2 hours and almost 42 minutes in. So we're gonna take a break and then we'll be back and see if you guys want to do anything else. So
I always want to do stuff. Why is that a question?
I know. I had to take out my garbage. So all right.
Okay.
Bye bye. See you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna pause the recording. Pausing. I am unpausing, and now it is recording. Yay! So you just had your talk with her, and Noctis, you just witnessed something in your brain. Ari and your dad chilling. He's using her as a guinea pig. Which is funny because she does not have the same attitude like you do, so it's easier.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, how do I do that?
Like, oh, this is easy. I got this. And then he talks to Noctis. And he's like, I don't got this.
Basically, he's like, oh no, I need to try better. Okay. What would you guys like to do? Noctis, Key, what are you guys doing?
I mean,
You guys could come together and talk, or you guys could just, be like, we're leaving, where is everyone?
I'll just,
Because right now, Noctis is just in flowers.
yeah.
Flowers.
After a while, he'll probably, get up and go back to the house.
Yeah. Asa is still nowhere to be seen. My poor scared boy.
At this point, he's probably got, like, an attempted bracelet with some flowers. And he's like, I'm pretty good at arts and crafts.
He's like,
I should teach my kids
great.
this. But we don't have flowers.
I'll have to import them. All right, Key. So you walk in. Are you going from the back, or are you coming in from the front? The back is over by the kitchen, or the front door?
I walked into the bear room.
The bear room. So you came in, saw Key, and just immediately went into the study.
Yeah. I just, like, teleported through the wall,
Yeah, just.
And we're coming through this door.
Okay, so you came in from the back. You see your dad kind of chit-chatting with Ari. Kind of looks at you. Gives you a nod. You go talk to him.
He ran off.
Great. You see your dad immediately get up. And you see him go, great, as he's heading out the door. Yep. This is great. Awesome! You hear him, like, holler outside, where are you? And he, like, slams the door behind him.
I needed to talk to you, but that's okay, I guess.
I mean...
All right.
Yeah. He's trying to be a good dad, and go get him.
He's just gonna lean on the counter with his elbow like this and be like, "Hey, Ari."
Hi. What's up? Do you want something to eat? Oh wait, you're the. Do you want something to eat?
No, it's okay.
Key came over. Key's gonna like put her arm down. No.
I wanted to know how it felt.
No, you don't. Trust me, you don't.
It's probably like a knife wound.
No.
I've had those.
How do you know, Key? How do you know?
How do you know, Key? Wait, did you? Wait.
I didn't see that part, right? Yeah, no, I didn't see that part.
Yeah, you didn't see that part. You only saw the kiss.
Fuck. You sort of went wacko crazy during one of the battles, and
you bit her.
She's not gonna move her shirt because she doesn't want Ari to see. It's gonna just kind of like
point.
So that was what that taste was.
Wait, do you have a battle scar? Can I see?
Maybe someday. I don't think it's to the point of scarring yet.
I don't think it'll scar her.
She's like, I want to see though. Don't be embarrassed. I've seen you half naked. She starts to like pulling. She's like pulling.
Noctis is like, I am looking respectfully.
Key will. She'll just kind of like barely like just right there.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
Oh,
it's healing though. And if you do another healing spell, it'll go away.
Nah, I don't need it. It's fine. I'm fine.
Oh, you want the scar. You want to be like, hey, check out my scar?
No, it's not that. I just...
Noctis is going to wink at her.
You fucking... She's going to pick up something that's sitting on the counter and just like...
There is some apples on the counter. There's some tomatoes on the counter. You guys have a thing of cheese on the counter.
Throw a piece of cheese at him.
Can I try and catch it in my mouth?
Dexterity. Strength. Key strength for your throw. And then Noctis, your dex.
Oh, great. That was real great. I'm really mad because my dex save is good, but I rolled really low. So that's a 13.
What'd you get, Key? For your strength. Not a save, but your strength. You literally just like lob it and Noctis goes, how? Ooh, 10 points. You talked to my mom, are you okay?
I think she's in a little bit more of a difficult spot.
Yeah, she's been acting a little bit skittish. I mean, I don't blame her. We're being hunted, so.
Yeah. Has she talked to you about things?
About possibly going to a different realm, or about my brothers, or about Dad, or about Mother Nature. What are you talking about?
All of it?
Yeah, I know a good chunk. I mean, I told her what I thought was happening with Dad and Kirith, and I told her what I saw, which I wish I could remember what that marking on the ground looks like.
Marking on the ground?
Yeah,
You can tell him. It's
okay.
Might be important, actually.
So, in my dad's office, I found basically the sigil of Hex in his office, and then on the ground under a rug, I found this huge... It almost looked like a magic circle with like a whole bunch of different writing and stuff on the ground. And it looked like there was some red paint, but I'm pretty sure that was blood. in his office, but I don't remember what all of it looks like.
Noctis is gonna reach into his bag and pull out Lenora's spellbook.
Okay.
And he's gonna flip to the page with the circle that, like for Sko, like the page that had the circle on it.
Mm.
And he's gonna be like, "Did it look something like this?"
Please send it to me so I can recall which one it was that was in there, because I don't have my notes for that open.
It was the same one that was on the scroll, right?
I have so many tabs open for you guys.
I'm gonna pull it up.
Was it the same one that was in the book, or the same one that was on the scroll?
I don't know. I think it was the same one as the scroll.
Well, it depends on the scroll.
Hang on, I'm gonna pull the image up. Because you didn't tell me what the one, you didn't, like, send me a picture for the one in the book.
Pretty sure I did. Because it was one that I had already sent you. Yes, Lula, I hear you! Hang on. Let me look at my circles of magic.
I'm trying to find the one, but we've sent so many things.
There's, yeah, I mean...
Here, I found it.
I have the one of the scroll that I can send.
I just found it. This, oh.
You're like, what?
Should have said it was the one on the scroll. I literally had it sitting there for like the whole time because I put it in my key.
I said that.
The most recent one in my key tab. You said book, not scroll.
It is the same one in the book as it is on that scroll.
So it is that.
He doesn't know
it
that.
Is. It's the exact same one. Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna pull it out. He's like, "Does it look like this?"
Yeah, except like this one, she shows like the one that's kind of the circle. It's the symbol. That one had the symbol for hex in it.
Mm-hmm. In like the center or in the little moon thing?
In the little moon thing.
Yeah. Okay. So he was summoning hex. Oh, great. Great.
Oh.
Yeah. Key's gonna give Noctis a look. It's kind of like a
zip your lip. Roll
later.
perception to see if you see that.
Better fucking see that. She will murder you if you keep talking.
21.
Oh yeah, no, you see that. You're like, oh.
Didn't she also tell Key that though?
Yeah, she did. She told Key some stuff, but Key's gonna talk to Noctis about it later.
She's gonna be like,
yeah, no, that's what I saw. There was other ones and these ones on the outside, but I don't remember what each of those ones were. They looked kind of squiggly, but that one definitely was the hex symbol.
good to know. He'll close the book and put it away.
Key, do you think I'm right about Kirith? About what Dad did to him?
I hope not.
Me too. You see her, like, she keeps playing with her fingers and, like...
Noctis is
turning
gonna
and...
just set the little flower bracelet on her hands.
On Ari's hand?
Yeah.
She starts playing with it a little bit. She's definitely someone that needs like a fucking like fidget thing in her hand. She always has to be doing something.
Noctis, where's Asa?
I don't fucking know. He ran away from me.
He ran away from you?
Mm-hmm.
He was the one that you brought on the broom, right? I wanted to make sure that was the same one, right?
Yeah, that was him.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell him about that part.
And why not? You were saving his life by keeping him on your broom.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird when you strap someone to a broom while they're unconscious, you know?
I mean... Yeah... I guess so. You see her kind of like smirk a little bit.
I don't know. I kind of feel like if you told him the truth, maybe he would understand some things a little bit more, but...
Didn't I already kind of tell him what
Kind
he did?
of, but you didn't tell him everything.
I don't really need to go into detail about that.
Yes? Trust me. Yes.
Need you guys to make a straight D20, please.
Oh.
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 Hang on. Hang on.
I got a 15. Did you break your dice?
I dropped it, but I gotta use my toes.
Oh.
It's in a spot that only my toe can get to.
Luna, do you want a snack? You've been so good tonight.
Okay.
You didn't turn off my computer.
Okay. Let's try that again. Just a straight D20.
Straight D20.
19.
Alright. What did Noctis get again?
15.
Cool.
Oh, boy.
You guys start hearing shouting in the back of the area before your dad bursts through, going, shit, we gotta go now, we have to go. Ari,
Where's Asa?
go get your mother. Asa, outside on roof, looking like a mope. You see him just like immediately pass you, and Ari like points to the door. You hear him like go in. You hear muttering. And Ari's like, okay. You see her like looking around.
Noctis is grabbing like apples and shit off the counter and he's stuffing them into his bag.
You see Ari, she starts kind of running around and she seems to be gathering stuff in a bag that is fitting a lot of shit in it. Like she's grabbing like almost all the food and like putting it inside this bag and like going through and like putting things in. Your dad comes back out. Asa's on the roof. We have to go. I'll have Larissa send you a message. He kind of like looks at you, Noctis, and she goes,
Wait.
Which one?
He's in.
You see him take out his little thing, whip it
Wait.
open.
Dad, wait.
What?
He's gonna pull his book back out, flip to the back page. He's like, write your name.
Shit. He
Thanks.
does it. You see him put his hand into the box, and out comes a dagger. You see him flip it and whoosh into the air. Look at you guys. Look at you, Noctis, and go, get out of here. Now. All three of you. And you see them go, whoosh, and they are gone.
Well, shit. Noctis is gonna run out the front door.
Yeah.
Come on. He's gonna, come on, Keith.
Yep. At this, like, the moment you guys go out the doors, Asa, you see him just jump down and land and go, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. based on your guys' random d20s, I'm gonna have you roll perception.
Ow, that hurt. Natural one.
You are staring at this man that just left you.
Noctis is angry.
And Noctis is mad. Key, what'd you roll for perception?
14.
Okay. Looking up, you see a very long trail of what looks to be smoke that is arcing over the gardens and going towards Petal Falls. You guys can leave, or you guys can see what's happening.
What? Noctis isn't asking that because he doesn't see shit. But like,
Yeah.
I'm saying that out of character. Hey, wasn't there someone else in the garden that was important?
We don't know. Maybe. She didn't specify. We don't know if she's talking about my gardens or... Are you talking about Xylo?
No. I'm talking about the orc kid.
Maybe. We don't know.
Yeah, you guys don't know.
But... okay, well, Key's gonna point out the smoke. So...
Oh, that's not good. We should probably just go. I think we should just go.
I think that's a safe bet.
Okay.
Unless you want to see something.
You know, my curiosity always tends to get the best of me, but I know that this is not the safest place to be.
True, and judging from that does not look good. Alright, well, ready to focus then, Key, if we're leaving. We should probably do this inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Percentile. Let's go. Let me get to the sheet.
I'm so nervous. This one is just regular, right? Not with any disadvantage or advantage.
Mm-hmm. What'd you get?
36.
Okay.
Shit.
I'm gonna have you roll a straight d20 for me.
14.
Okay. You go in, you're staring at this thing above you as it's going shooting across the sky. And you're like, oh no. You slice it in the air and you see the ripple go. And as you guys just run through, all you see is darkness around you for a moment. You guys are looking around.
Sam!
What a perfect moment for my Discord to crash.
Yeah. You guys, all you see is darkness around you. And you hear movement for a slight moment off to the side. You look around and it's just pitch darkness.
So
And you look behind you. You look forward, and you guys your hearts sink. Welcome to Obscura.
Fuck!
okay, so oh fuck.
You went to the exact location in your physical forms into Obscura where you just were. And you don't have a second chance to get out. You guys either have to find the wall and make a rift so you guys can get through to Duska to get the fuck out of here, or you have to survive a night so you can try again. You guys see those very large spires with the electricity running through it. You guys can hear strange off in the distance and like crying and everything. And you guys just watch as Asa collapses to his knees. And you see him writhing in pain.
Noctis is gonna drop down. He's like, "What? What's going on? What's going on?"
I'm not supposed to be on this side.
Fuck.
You see him like heaving very, very heavily. I need you guys both to roll d20s.
14.
Okay. Key?
17.
Neither of your deities show up to try and help you.
Noctis is gonna quickly pull out his book. Now that he's got his dad's name in there. He erased keys, by the way, since he's with her.
Like all the time.
Yeah. And he's gonna write. He's just gonna write, "Fuck. We're in Obscura." And that's it.
You see as you write this, it...
Yep, he figured.
And it turns into gibberish too. Glad for you to make it.
He's shutting that book and stuffing it back in his bag. Can I try and pick up Asa with my amazing strength?
You can definitely try. I need to make a big save for him right now.
Oh my fucking god.
That's a natural 20. You should be thankful. You see
thank
him breathing heavily as you try to help him up, he also gets up, but you see him like he's clutching onto you. Every single movement brings him pain.
I rolled a 16 to pick him up.
Well, he also rolled natural 20, so.
Oh, yeah.
He is in so much pain. Key.
Yeah.
I need you to roll a d20, please.
Natural 20.
Okay. Please roll a d8.
Two.
Please roll a d4.
3. Oh my god.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
Thank God.
This isn't a place for you to be, love.
Oh, just kidding.
Yeah, thank God.
You hear this voice behind you. As you turn around, you see Venri, scar across his face, and a looming Thanatos over his shoulder. Really, what could you be thinking? Especially you, Asa. Come on, mate. To really have this one in charge of a knife that could do this to you? That's not good.
Hey, shut the fuck up, bro.
So glad to see you again, Noctis.
Yeah, sure.
Really. You see him walk straight over to you, Key. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
I forget my saving throws are pretty deep for that.
Mm-hmm.
21.
Okay. He grips your arm very, very hard, tilts your head up, and gives you a big kiss before pulling you away and gripping your jaw, going, "It's very lovely to see you again, love. But..."
Noctis is getting like super like, I'm gonna fuck you up, bro.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm holding on to someone.
Yeah. I need you to make a dex for me, Key.
Oh my god. Natural 20.
Okay.
Oh.
You, at the last moment, see that he is going for your dagger.
I
And
figured.
you pull it away. And he kind of gives you a look like, cheeky, Key, cheeky. Come on, love. I'm just trying to get you out. I think you need an extra boost. But then again, this could be beneficial. Possibly.
If you were just trying to get us out, why didn't you just say instead of doing that?
Because I've wanted to do that for a very long time. Never came up with the other versions. Had to take my shot.
That's not how you do it, man. Do you not know anything about romance?
Do you?
Yes.
Your other selves didn't. End it over.
No, don't do it.
You can't do another one. I know this is your second chance.
And he's just gonna keep the key.
Don't you have your own?
I do. But I need to do something to yours so you can get out. Call it a second shot.
What are you doing on this side?
I go where I need. And you were needed. Come on, little bird. I don't have all day.
Can I insight check him?
Oh, yeah. You are more than welcome to try.
Kay's gonna try too, actually. That's a good idea.
Yeah, no, I'm distracted. I got a 10.
Yeah, you have Asa who's heaving on the side of you, who's just like, he's like dying. What'd you get?
Please tell me natural 20.
Bitch. God damn it. He's definitely going to do something to the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
However, even with your natural 20, he's telling the truth. He's going to do something to the dagger. But You don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Because it's him. This version of him. Come on, Key. Really? Color me impressed. Another version of you would have just given it to me freely. But then again, she didn't know. There was two of us. Well, then I guess you'll just have to spend the night here. But your friend here does look a little bit damaged, doesn't he?
Guess it's a good thing I have a pact with the goddess of life, then.
Yes, soul. Goddess of life. Thanatos. Your sister, correct. The only one who can combat you in certain ways, right? Right. Yes, that's right. You see an image of her pop up, and it's a smaller version of her, so she's right next to Venri, her arms draped over his shoulder as she just kind of... But there's only so much that someone with a new pact like you can do. I believe putting your faith in your childhood friend is probably the best idea right now.
See, if you guys weren't so fucking sketchy, maybe it would be easier to believe you. But you just gotta be so vague and confusing. You know?
If you wanted a direct answer, I could definitely give you a direct answer. I'm going to get you out. But I need the knife first.
What are you doing to it?
Giving it a second chance. Trading it with one of my own. Somewhat. The pact is with the hilt, not necessarily the blade. So if I swap it out, you'll be able to still use it.
Are you keeping the blade?
I'm swapping it out, so of course I will keep a blade. And you, of course, will then get a new blade. To get you out. 2 more chances. Or I can leave you here and suffer the consequences. It's very much so up to you.
Will it take time to attune to the new blade?
No. Okay. She's attuned to the hilt, not the blade. You see, as he flips open his own compass that your dad has the exact same one of, and put his hand in, pull out one of those things, and you see him turn the blade as the blade is able to separate from the hilt itself. Which I have shown you guys in the schematics of what that looks like. So, you see him kind of slip the little hole onto his pinky as he lets it kind of go in a circle. What's it going to be, love?
She's gonna look at Asa, the Noctis.
Asa is looking like he's about to pass out.
Figure that he would be at that point.
Yeah, he's real rough right now.
Noctis is just looking at him.
Yeah. You guys get the feeling that he's only like this because he's in his physical body here, not his Duska form. No? Fair enough. Whips it out.
Wait, there's no sound.
Damn. He's basically like, he flips it back out, puts it back on the hilt, and is slowly putting it back into the compass. You get the feeling that once he puts it all the way in, that deal is off.
Oh, God. Fucking Noctis.
He's gonna look at Asa. And he's gonna look back at Venri. Fine. Keep your blade. Keep the blade part.
So you want her to do the trade?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So she has to swap the blade. It's the blade for the blade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the hilt. Hilt is what you have the attunement with.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I was confused.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, but as long as you still have.
What are you trying to change, Venri?
Multiple things.
As in?
Multiple things, Key. If I tell you, that will change the course of everything. You didn't trust me in the past. Multiple occasions. Even when I tried to be nice. I'm grown tired of it.
You're sketchy, dude.
She's gonna put a hand up for Noctis to...
Just saying the truth.
First off, out of character, just glad I get to say this because I've had this written down for a while. Okay.
Hang on. Just to remind you guys where you are.
Oh, I gotta go back to my thing, right? Yes. Wait. It's not there. Is it? I'm still in the house.
Oh, I haven't changed anything, because I don't have a map for this, because I didn't realize you'd get a 36.
Okay, never mind. I get it. Okay, never mind, okay.
I'm like, I don't have a map for this. I didn't anticipate you guys to roll a 36!
I'm sorry!
Okay! 39, 37, 36!
Okay. So, Key's gonna have her hand up for Noctis to not say anything for a second. She's gonna look directly at Venri and say, I want to trust you. I've wanted to trust you from the start. There's just certain things that make me question the way you're doing things.
He's gonna slowly walk towards you. Hands out, just to show that he doesn't have a weapon. Gonna have you do a dex for me.
I'm watching him carefully.
Just a straight dex or a dex saving?
A dex save.
Save, okay. Now. 24.
Okay. Okay. You watch him as he comes close to you and you back up. But he catches you by your chin this time, not the back of the neck that he was trying to go for. And he just looks down at you, his eyes more vibrant gold than they are currently that you saw. I'm trying to stop many things, love. But if I tell you, then unfortunately, I'll have to start all over again. You feel his thumb kind of run across your lip for a moment. And he kind of just lets your chin go. And steps back. Looking at you intently. And for a split second, I need you to roll insight. Noctis can also do insight.
So I got a 20. So.
Oh my god. Like, anytime it's Venri. My god.
Why? And I hate Venri so much, apparently, that I keep rolling low. Because I rolled a 2.
You are just so boiling. You're going, this fucker. For a split second, she sees old Venri in his eyes. But then it's gone, and there's a flash of purple. Before it goes back to the gold. $34. We're on the 34. Ties. And wins. Across the board. I need you. Need you to trust me, Key. Just enough. Please. Love. Birdie. So what's it gonna be? I'm only trying to help you, love. Come on, Key. Keylarian.
Just say yes, so I don't have to listen to his voice anymore.
It's not that easy enough. Okay. We don't really have a choice right now, so...
Gonna slowly walk back towards you.
I didn't hear what that was.
He's gonna slowly walk back towards you.
Okay.
He's undoing the hilt of the one that he has. And has the blade. And he's basically like, okay, hand it over.
If you do this and then you put this together,
I'm just swapping out the blades, love.
Just give him the blade key.
Okay.
He hands it to you. He puts his back together and puts it back into the thing. I need you to make an intelligence on how to put this back together without stumbling right now.
Okay. 17.
Okay. So you're staring at him, not doing any, like, not looking away, not breaking eye contact, and you just... And you feel like a heat from it. I need you to make another dex save.
25.
Okay. Okay. He takes it with your hand because he wasn't able to snatch it from you. And you see him take the dagger and he jams it into his own hand and pulls it out before he licks his hand a little bit.
Noctis is like, kinky.
You have one more shot. Don't fuck it up. You see him turn, pause, look over his shoulder. I do prefer your hair down. Before continuing to walk, and you see him... You don't see him take out another dagger and do it. He just evaporates and disappears. All you see that's left behind are the two glowing eyes of Thanatos as it disappears.
Okay.
One more round.
Yep.
See what you get.
Jesus.
Hopefully it's not in those 30 ranges.
You know what? We're not gonna use that dice anymore. Bird dice, where are you at? We're gonna use you.
God.
97.
There you
thank
fucking go.
God.
You do it again, and this time Noctis is almost like dragging Asa. As Asa is like letting out another like shout of pain. And from the corner of your eye key, as you guys are going through, you see standing in the distance what looks to be almost like a large male form. The face looks like it's gone. It's like it's almost been porcelain and been like bashed in, and there's an empty space behind this face with two large looking horns that go up. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
So scared. I'm scared to look.
What'd you
Is
get?
she standing? Did she already make the rift?
She's basically, I made it so that she's the last one through, because once she goes through, that's when it closes.
Okay.
So you guys have to go in first. She's
Okay.
the last one she kind of does it, looks over, and sees this figure.
It's a 10. Wait. Oh yeah, no, it's a 10.
You feel an image pop up in your brain. The image of your mother cradling you. And the face starts to distort. And you start trying to remember this woman that cared for you. She was around you a lot. Did she give you something? What's an acorn? What's a sprout?
No!
You can't... Who is that person. Huh. No idea. Dad, brother, nursemaid? Yeah, had to be a nurse. That's what she was.
Oh no, Tasha.
Yeah. A nurse. That's who that was. No one of importance.
Oh my god.
What did she look like? What was her voice? Huh. How strange. You have no idea who your mother is.
Oh my god.
The memory of her seems to have gone to oblivion.
Oh my
Oh.
fucking god.
And you cannot remember her whatsoever. In your mind, for now, she was a nurse that helped you, but she wasn't of importance. Congratulations, you're back at the forge. But something feels missing, Key. What feels missing?
No!
And that's where we're gonna end it. You are correct.
Excuse me?
Your bracer is gone. You collided with the deity of forgetting. Oblivion.
What the fuck?
If Venri didn't show up, you guys would have had to deal with him.
Oh my fucking god.
Yep. I feel a little bad, but I don't at the same time. I'm sorry. Oh, God. Yeah, she has no idea who her mom is. Because you rolled so poorly, so I had to think of who is the most impact on Key overall, which would have been her mom. Imagine if that was Noctis.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ. Damn, I had to tell her about Venery, but I can't say it in the next session. Unless she decides to tell everyone
Well,
about Venery.
I was gonna say, Key was gonna talk
Holy
to Noctis
shit.
and Asa about stuff, but I don't know what Asa's state is.
Oz is rough looking. He's gonna need to sleep for a little bit. But we were already at 3 hours and 40 minutes, so...
Yep.
Speaking of, I'm gonna stop this recording now. Yeah.
Oof.